Hi class, this is your last video of the second week of school. We're going to talk about mean absolute deviation, and you'll need to have this video done before Monday of your third week. First, we're going to start with what mean absolute deviation is. We'll abbreviate this MAD, or M-A-D. The mean absolute deviation of a set of data is the average. Remember, mean means average, so it's the average distance between each data value and the mean. So the mean absolute deviation of a set of data is the average distance between each data value and the mean. Mean means average, deviation is the distance, so we're looking for the average distance. If the MAD, or mean average deviation, is small, the data is close together. If the mean average deviation is large, the data is spread farther apart. For instance, if your test scores have a small MAD, or a small mean average deviation, that means your score values are closer together. If your mean average deviation is a large number, that means your test scores are far apart. We're going to learn one way to find the mean average deviation using a number line. This is just one method. There are other methods, but we're going to focus on this one first. When you find the mean average deviation using a number line, there are 4 steps, and these are on your foldable. The first step is to find the mean of all the data and draw a line through the mean on the number line. After we find the mean, or average, of all the data, we're going to mark each data value on the number line. And once we have each of our values on our number line marked, we're going to find the distance that each number is from that mean or average. And then we're going to find the average of all of our distances from the mean. So those 4 steps, we're going to find the average. We're going to mark the numbers on our number line. Then we're going to find the distance each number is from our mean and average all of those numbers. Alright, looking at our example in the middle, we have the following data. We're going to find the mean average deviation of 15, 21, 18, 22, and 24. The first step we're going to do is we're going to find the average of all of these numbers. Remember, to find the average, we're going to add them all up and divide by the number of numbers. So we're going to have 15 plus 21 plus 18 plus 22 plus 24. You can do this on the side of your paper with me. We're adding these up. So 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 8 is 14, 14 plus 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. We're going to carry our 2 to the tens place. And then 2 plus 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when we added up all of our data, we have 100. Now we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of data, so 100 divided by 5 gives us 20. So our mean for this data is 20. We're going to take our pencil and we're going to mark that on our number line. So draw a vertical line through your mean. Vertical line through 20. Our mean, when we added them up and divided by the number of numbers, was 20. The next thing we need to do, step 2, is we're going to mark each data value on our number line. So we're going to put a mark for each number. We were going to put a mark for 15. So let's mark 15 on our number line. We're going to mark the number 21. We're going to mark the number 18. We're going to mark the number 22. We're going to mark the number 24. So our second step is to mark each of our data values on our number line. Now we want to find each of their distances from the mean. So looking at one of our data values, let's start on the left side. 18, if you'll draw this with me on your paper, is 2 spaces or 2 values away from 20. 15 is 5 away from 20. Its distance is 5 numbers away from 20. On the other side, 21 is 1 value away from 20. 22 is 2 values away from 20. And 24 is 4 values away from 20. I'll give you a minute to draw that. So we found our average of our numbers, our mean, and we drew a line through the mean. Now we're looking at the distances each of these numbers is from 20. So we have numbers that are, we've got 15 is 5 away from 20, 18 was 2 away from 20, 21 was 1 away from 20, 22 was 2 away from 20, and 24 was 4 away from 20. So we've got 5, 2, 1, 2, and 4. Now we're going to find the average of each of those distances. That's our mean average deviation, our mean absolute deviation. So 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 4, plus 2 plus 4 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is equal to 14, and to find the average of these, we need to divide this by 5. We had 5 distances, so 14 divided by 5 is equal to 1.8. So our mean absolute deviation is 1.8. So let's talk through those steps one more time. The first thing we did was we found the mean or the average of our data. We drew that line on our number line. Then we found the distance that each data point was away from our average or our mean. We found that 15 was 5 away from 20, 18 was 2 away from 20, 21 was 1 space away from 20, 22 was 2 spaces away from 20, and 24 was 4 spaces away from 20. Then we found the average of each of those distances, and that is our mean absolute deviation. So we averaged each of these distances by adding them up and dividing by 5 because there are 5 different distances away from our mean. If you have any questions, make sure you write those down and you are prepared for class on Monday. And we're going to work on this for a few days.